Imagine standing in front of door after door, carrying the hope that this time things will be different. Yet every time you knock, the only response is the sound of the door slamming shut. You try to smile, trying to believe that if you just push a little harder, you'll get a chance. But time and again, all you hear is a familiar word, no. Persistent rejection makes your heart tighten, making you wonder if you are truly good enough. Each rejection feels like a needle, piercing your confidence and self-worth, causing you to question, do I have any value? Am I on the right path? Yet strangely, amidst all these setbacks, something quietly urges you to keep moving forward. You begin to look back at the path you've traveled and realize that perhaps these no's are not meant to stop you, but to guide you away from doors that aren't meant for you. Maybe each rejection is a subtle sign, reminding you that something better awaits ahead. Haruto, a 23-year-old recent college graduate, lived in bustling Tokyo. He carried a simple yet ambitious dream: to work at a good company where he could learn and prove his worth. Each morning, before the city fully awakened, Haruto dressed neatly in a black suit, carrying carefully prepared documents and a heart full of hope. He believed that if he gave his best, luck would eventually smile on him. Yet, Tokyo is not easy for young people like him. His first interview ended with a polite smile from the recruiter and a promise to follow up. But all that arrived was a rejection email. Haruto tried to stay calm, telling himself it was just the beginning. But the second, third, fourth, fifth, every interview yielded the same result. Sorry, you were not selected. Each time he heard this, a part of him fell away. He felt a heavy weight in his chest, an indescribable disappointment. His friends had found jobs while he remained stuck in a cycle of failure. Even as he forced a smile, the nights in his small room were filled with silence and heavy thoughts. Gradually, his confidence began to waver. He questioned whether his efforts had any meaning. Was there something he was lacking? Or was he simply not good enough to be given an opportunity? Tokyo still shone with lights, traffic bustling as usual, yet inside Haruto everything felt dim and cold. At the moment when all hope seemed exhausted, Haruto felt the need to leave the city, even temporarily, to find himself again, to regain the peace that Tokyo could not provide. He boarded a train, letting it carry him through crowded streets and gradually away from towering buildings. When he arrived in a small town nestled on a mountainside, a strange sense of calm filled his heart. There were no car horns, no rushing crowds, only the gentle mountain breeze and the rustle of leaves. Wandering along a narrow path, Haruto stumbled upon an ancient temple hidden among the trees. Moss-covered stone steps and wooden lanterns stood silently, guarding the peace of the place. In the tranquil garden, an elderly monk slowly swept fallen yellow leaves. Each movement was gentle and deliberate, as if time flowed more slowly here than in the outside world. Haruto hesitated before approaching. Fatigue was evident in every breath. He bowed slightly and spoke softly. "Excuse me, master. May I sit here for a while?" The monk looked up, his eyes warm and his smile radiating kindness. "Of course," he replied. "This garden always welcomes tired hearts." Those words struck Haruto as an unexpected comfort. He sat down by an old cherry tree and, for the first time in months, allowed himself to sigh with relief. Then, like a dam finally breaking, the pain he had carried poured out in words. He spoke of failed interviews, the humiliation of each rejection, and the feeling of uselessness. The monk listened quietly, neither interrupting nor rushing. He listened with calmness and compassion. When Haruto finished, his face was full of emotion, and the monk merely nodded, as if he understood everything. After listening, the monk put down his broom and looked at Haruto with eyes that seemed to see every hidden corner of the young man's heart. He began with a gentle yet profound statement. "My child, rejection is not the end. It is a redirection." Haruto lifted his head, his eyes still red. He did not fully understand, but a spark of curiosity arose within him. The monk continued with a simple example. Imagine a farmer. Every season he sows hundreds of seeds into the ground, but not every seed will sprout. Some fall on rocky soil, some are eaten by birds, some fail to grow. Yet the farmer never cries over these seeds. He continues sowing, because he knows that eventually some seeds will fall in the right place, meet the right soil, and grow into strong plants. The monk looked intently at Haruto. "Your interviews are like these seeds. Some will not grow. But if even one seed lands in the right place, your harvest will come. He smiled and added, "And do you know about bamboo? For the first year, the second, even the third, nothing grows above the ground. People laugh at it, thinking it useless. But underground, its roots are spreading, gathering strength. Then in the fifth year, in a short time, it shoots up, strong and unshakable. You are like that bamboo, Haruto. These months of rejection are your roots growing quietly beneath the surface." Hearing this, Haruto wept. But this time it was not sadness, it was realization. Rejection was a teacher, not a punishment. He bowed and said, "Thank you, Master. I will not give up. I will continue sowing, continue growing my roots, so that when the time comes, I can rise tall and strong." The monk smiled warmly. Every no does not close a door. It guides you to the right yes. Be patient and grow silently like bamboo. Back in Tokyo, Haruto still faced rejection, but he no longer feared it. He remembered the farmer's seeds and the bamboo's strength. Then one day, the opportunity he had longed for arrived. He received a job offer at a company that suited him, where he could grow and prove his abilities. The joy was not merely in getting the job, but in realizing that all previous effort and failure had shaped him, resilient, persistent, and continually growing. Haruto understood that rejection does not diminish your value. Instead, it paves the way for the right opportunity. Like the farmer sowing seeds or bamboo growing roots, success is not only the result, but the process of learning, growing, and preparing. Every no is a step toward the right yes, toward the best version of yourself. If you found Haruto's story inspiring, please like, share with friends, and subscribe to Story of Growth X to never miss a new story. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts, feelings, or experiences about overcoming challenges and rejection. Every no is not an end. It is an opportunity to grow and rise toward success.